Hello, everybody. Welcome to What's Wrong with Richard Rushfield. We have a very special guest today from, I guess you could say, the opposite corner of the internet from where I live. So today's a day where I'm going to have a lot explained to me. Uh, the in the license for this show, the official sanction from Substack and the authorities of the internet, we had to swear a vow to go to journey to every corner of the culture and explore what is happening there fearlessly. And today, I journey to where very few media people of my age and limited experience ever travel to, the world of influencers. And I'm joined today by a prominent and fascinating influencer, born Victoria Rose Waldrip. Vic, she became this. Our guest today became known as Whoa Vicky, where a uniquely sort of propulsive personality and a series of controversies propelled her to a status as one of the leading influencers in the burgeoning influencer world. Today, she is here to explain all this to us, explain who she is. And, they say sometimes, talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old. You got to talk to me like I'm a 90-year-old, because I'm probably not going to understand any bit of influencer world or culture. So I'm going to need you to walk me through it. But welcome to What's Wrong, Whoa Vicky.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
All right, we're delighted you could join us. So, can you just, here's a very basic question, or two questions for you that
Yeah.
need you to explain to me like nothing. What is an influencer, and how did you become one?
I think an influencer is somebody with influence on the internet, and I think I became one when I was at a young age. And I also think God gave me this platform. I think I didn't choose it. I think it chose me.
Interesting. And so tell me about the beginning of your journey there. Like how you how old were you when you went online, as it were, and how did that happen?
Yeah, I was like 17 years old.
And what were you doing at the time? Were you in high school, or what was going
Yeah, I
on?
was I was in high school,
And
and I met this family, and they were really good at social media, and they encouraged me and gave me ideas, and I became viral.
the so you what was it that drew you to this world and made you want to share your life this way with when I was 17, I was terrified that anyone would ever look at me, and just wanted to put a burqa over my head and hide in a corner all the time. Well, what gave you the desire to share your life with the world like this?
I think when I was younger, I just seen other people doing it. I think it was like the cool thing to do. Yeah, and I think when I was younger, I probably seen it as an opportunity to like make money and stuff. Yeah. But
The
but now it's like I don't have a choice. It's just my life. Anything I do just goes viral.
it seems to, like, so your rise in your career has been do you mind me saying dotted with controversies. Let me list some of them for you if you they include and these are the things that have been raised about you and everything, that you claim to be kidnapped in Africa, that you claim to be black, that you had a very public fight with Snoop Dogg, you had a very public arrest in a mall, the video of which swept the internet as the police sort of wrestled you to the ground. You had a recent relationship with the highly controversial Lux Maxer Clavicular, a public brawl with a bad Barbie. Tell me about the controversies, and tell me how you feel about them all.
I think that the internet feeds off controversy. I think the internet negativity is what goes viral, unfortunately. So whatever, even if I like, for instance, like the whole Nigeria thing was a misunderstanding, but the internet's gonna take the negative part and make it go viral. So it's nothing much, you can really do about that unless you just want to like play the games with the internet. So yeah.
Do you feel like you have courted or that have you get into these beefs, I think they're called, with these big personalities like Snoop Dogg and Bad Barbie there. Have you sought out, sort of, is that part of the life of an influencer, that you seek out controversy and you seek out
So when I was younger and I was trying to go more viral before I really had a relationship with God, yeah, I did argue with people on the internet. But to me, it was just all the internet. It was just a joke. I didn't realize how serious it was. The bad baby situation, to me, it was fake. It was a joke, but to her, it was real. So yeah, the internet just likes controversy. You can use that to your advantage if you want to, but now these days, I don't try to beef with people. I just try to use my platform to uplift people and tell them about Jesus Christ.
then? So we will get to all that in your conversion to religion, all that. So one thing that comes up a lot when I research you is the claim that you claim to be black and that you're appropriating black culture. Can you tell us, like, how where that
So
came
when
from?
I was younger, I did say I was black. That's because the family that took me in was black, and
So
basically.
you were adopted by a family, a black family.
Yes, 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 yes. And I love them. But basically, the internet, I went viral for the way I speak. But I'm from Atlanta, and people was calling me basically that I was trying to sound a certain way. So they was like, well, just tell them you are that. So that was just a part of going viral. I don't claim to be that anymore. There's only one race, and that's the human race. So I'm not too really worried about race. My new ethnicity is Floridian. Floridian.
Floridian. that that's a great ethnicity. Um, What is it like, though, when you're 17 and suddenly you're getting this kind of scrutiny and criticism, and people are angry at you and they're fighting, and you got people on your side, you got people against you?
When I was 17, it was a lot. I didn't realize how serious it was until I started going out in public a lot. Yeah, but it's all good.
But if you could do it again, would you wait until you were older before you made the leap to online, or how do you feel
I don't
about?
really know if I would say I would wait because it's all a part of God's plan. I can't go back and redo anything. And I'm grateful for where I am because I don't have to have a real job.
No, that is very nice. I'd like one of those. But what?
I mean,
So
I
so
have a real job, but I don't have a 9 to 5. Is what I'm gonna say.
yeah, yeah. I got it. The So when this first started taking off for you, how did your life change? What happened to it?
Um, when you go out in public, people recognize you.
How did that feel when that started happening?
I don't know, but now it's just kind of annoying.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
What do you when people come up to you and want a selfie with you, or a what do you you're annoyed by that, or you don't?
Yeah, sometimes I get annoyed, yeah.
What?
I'm not a statue.
The would you be more annoyed if it went away and people stopped asking?
I don't know.
The
I just handled it how my best.
well, how do you get recognized every time you go out, or
Most times. Depends on where I go. Yeah.
the uh, how would you describe who your fans are, who your hardcore fan base is at this point? The people that really want their pictures with you, like what sort of people are?
They're cool.
Is it young, old, male, female? What?
Probably between 18 to 30 range.
18 to 30, and more men or women would you say?
Probably both. Maybe some more women. I don't know. It's 50-50.
The So a lot of the drama and the storyline of influencer world seems to be how you and other how influencers interact with each other, and you get in relationships, you get in fights, you get in breakups, you get how was it integrating into influencer world, and how do you feel about all that?
Yeah, I guess like people just like to see drama and other people interact, and I can understand that.
So, I mean, when you meet another influencer, do they say like, "Hey, we should have a fight," or
No,
we should,
no. These days, people just live stream, and the live streams are pretty interesting to just see how other people interact. Because everybody's not gonna interact the same. So I think that's cool.
so do you do that? Do you just like leave the camera on? And I'm sorry, I'm talking like I'm 90 years old here. Do you just leave the camera on and let them see your whole day and all that? How does that work?
Yeah, I think it's not the whole day, but I think it's like what part you choose.
And what are the things you like to share and the things you don't like to share?
Um, I don't like to share where I live.
The what parts of your life, and what do you like to be? What do you like to be known for?
Just like a Jesus follower, a
Right.
follower of Jesus.
So tell me when. Let's talk about that. When did this? When did your kind of religious awakening? When did that happen to you?
Well, I don't like to call it religion. It's more of a relationship with God.
Mhm. And
Um,
how
relationship with Christ.
tell me how that came about.
Well, when that family took me in, they were very big into God, and when I was with them, we were all doing things God's way, mostly them. And then the parents kind of introduced me to it, and when I fell out with them, I kind of went back to doing things my own way, and I kept feeling heartbroken, empty, and depressed. And I'm like, well, this ain't working. Let me try that way, which was God's way. That must be the only way that worked. And then I started seeking God for myself, and I realized that's the only way that worked.
The I dare I say I've and I say this, I don't actually know, but I feel like talking about God is not something people in influencer world do a whole lot of. Uh,
Yeah.
how was that received when you do that by your audience and by other influencers?
Yeah, sometimes it could be awkward, but I don't really care. Everybody needs to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Do your followers, did you lose followers or gain followers or
I think I think a little bit of both, but what people don't realize is most of my poetry and most of my tweets are coming from the Bible.
your tweets, really let's talk about your poetry too. How so? Tell me, are you tweeting Bible verses, or how does that work?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Interesting. The you well, let's talk about your poetry, because this week you've been profiled in Rolling Stone and Vanity Fair. Both of you. You had your first poetry reading, and you sort of took to the stage as a poet. Tell me why you wanted to do that, and what it's been like.
Tell me why I want to do that. Well, because people love my tweets and they went viral, and it's a part of my life, it's a part of my testimony. So if I have opportunity to share that, then I will share it.
The and do how was it? How did your so you did your first reading this week? Was it that right? Or
Yes, sir.
so how do you like that?
Yeah, it was a blessing.
Was it fun, or did you
That was fun. I had fun.
you feel like it was like this is your authentic voice now? Is
Yes, exactly.
the it's like um do you have one do you know off the top of your head? I'm looking at your tweets, and I can read some, but
Yeah, read some, read some.
okay, I'm gonna scroll at random here. I love my dad, Mr. Woe. I love you, Jesus. Um, Lust Island. They ask me why I talk the way I do. They don't know I'm from Atlanta. Uh, let's see here. Now there's some pictures. What about sin is so fun for you? You ever caught somebody in a lie and they keep lying? I like gangstas. That is my problem. There is a real poet. There's a simplicity and a complexity to them. You express something very real there. You're also very prolific. Like how many tweets do you do a day?
What does prolific mean?
Means you put out a lot of them. You produce a lot more of these than I mean, I only have like one thought a week maybe.
Oh yeah.
And you seem to have 40 an hour. Do these do they just come to you, or what's your writing process there?
Yeah, they just come to me, or I hear something and I'm like, oh, I gotta tweet that. Yeah.
Um, well, that's a real gift.
Thanks God.
Yeah, thank you. What what is it like when you are in a relationship with another influencer? You recently the internet was talking about you were friends, or maybe more than friends, with the noted looks maxer clavicular. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
So what is it like having a relationship and having that kind of scrutiny on it and attention to what you're doing?
I think it can be good or bad. Sometimes what people don't know, they can't mess up.
Hmm.
So sometimes it's good to keep certain things private, but you know, in that case, that was just, so it was just like whatever. We're just two internet people doing what internet people do.
And are you able to shut all that out and just be humans together and forget that that the entire internet is judging every bit of your relationship, and
Uh,
why you're with him, and why all that, and why he's with you?
but I think we knew what we was doing.
Yeah,
It was like, a lot of entertainment. So
interesting.
yeah.
The you have so your influencer life has now gone nearly a decade now. Like how do you stay? Is it challenge? Is it hard? Is it a challenge to like stay relevant and stay in this world for all this time?
Well, that's why I say like it's just really gotta be God for real because to me it just comes naturally. Like it's just I'm just doing my best, and apparently God wants me to still have the platform. So I just thank God for the opportunities.
The what uh speaking of platform, like what is your hub? What is the one platform where the whole maybe this doesn't even maybe this
I
isn't
would
even
say Instagram, Twitter, and Kick, and
Instagram,
YouTube.
Twitter, Kick, and do you post on all of those every day,
TikTok
or
as well.
TikTok?
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes.
And what is it like? Is there times when you've had to move from one platform to another,
No,
or
no, no. You just do it.
so do you jump into every new thing, every new platform that comes along, and every new?
Sometimes, yeah. It took me a while to get in a Kick, but now I'm in there, and that's good.
So what do you do on Kick that you don't do on Instagram?
Kick
Say
is
what?
live streaming.
Oh, Kick is live stream. Sorry,
So
the so how many hours a day are you live on Kick?
how many hours a day? It depends, but it's good to have a 4-hour live stream.
And is there a whole world, like, are people like other influencers, like more minor influencers? They constantly, I guess, collab is the word. They really want to collab with you and like be part of your videos and everything. Is
Yeah,
that
let's collab.
is so you get that a lot?
So, yeah, it's good when I get it, and I could get some more.
How do you sort out who you want to collab with and who you don't want to collab with?
It's just like who I would be interesting with, probably
Just
people that's viral and stuff.
So you have to feel some kind of connection to what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Interesting. Um, I'm interested in like what kind of media you consume yourself, and what you watch, what you read, what you see. Like what are the things that uh that really move you? Do you go to movies?
I do like movies. I also, just like I said, I just listen to a lot of like sermons and stuff like that. Stuff that got to do
Yeah.
with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Movies are good, every once in a while.
Do you have a favorite movie?
Maybe like Michael Jackson or Forrest Gump. I just watched what's that movie called? Scarface for the first time.
Oh yeah,
Um
what do you think of that?
it was good. I just like it because it was like in Miami and
That's an
I live
important.
there.
That's a big Miami
Yeah.
film there.
Yeah.
There. The what about TV? Do you watch
No,
traditional
I don't watch TV. Oh, I watched the soccer game. World
the,
Cup on.
the soccer game? But do you watch reality shows
No.
or the now you've been now you started at this point. You've reached a stage where you interact with sort of traditional actors and from TV and film. There, I'm told you helped train Riley Keough for her accent in what was the name of
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was cool.
so how did that? What did you teach her?
That was like when I was like 19.
Oh yeah. So did she want to talk like you? Was that the
Yeah, exactly. I guess she just wanted a southern accent, so she made me record me saying like 5 minutes of talking. I don't. It was so long ago. I wish I would have charged her more for that, but yeah,
I also heard you dislike Love Island.
yeah, I don't like it
Why don't you like Love Island?
because it should be called Lust Island.
Oh, well, that's probably true, and you don't think that's appropriate for a
I think it's being used by whoever to whoever is producing it is trying to use it to promote promiscuity to the younger generation.
just take. Now that I mean, I think a lot of people would be kind of who don't know you, don't know about you, would be kind of surprised to have an influencer speaking that way. Could it,
Somebody got to stand on the truth.
do people give you trouble for doing that, or how?
Maybe, but I don't really care
the
because
how
God will provide.
the how long how long do you see this going for you, or how do you want to be online forever, or what do you have a plan for this, or where or where do you
I want to like, yeah, I just want to get married one day and have kids and stuff like that.
do you
But
think will you turn off the cameras when that day comes, or leave the internet, or
I think so. Maybe, yeah, yeah, I think so. I'll spend more time with my family one on one. But like I do want to write a book about my life,
oh really what
about my testimony. Yeah,
a memoir? Tell me about that.
yeah, whatever that means. But
Memoir memoir is
yeah.
your memories.
Oh yeah, exactly.
The
Um, so I was thinking like yeah, write a book about my life and my testimony, how I grew up, how I got to this, how it's going for me, how it affects my life. Also maybe like a guidebook for Miami.
That's that's too great. I would love to see the Vicky tour of Miami.
Period. Thank you so much for your support.
Yeah. Wait.
You too.
Last question. I forgot to the how did the name Vicky? How
Hi, name was Vicky. So when I was like 13, I used to be a big Chief Keef fan, and my name was Chief Vicky. And then I got like 15. I'm like, I gotta change my name. So I was just looking for something that was available before Vicky, and Woe was available. So I went with Woe. So it was before I even got famous that I came up with that name.
That's very good. It's a great name.
And what
Uh,
about you? You live in LA?
I do live in LA. Yeah,
Are you
and
from there?
I actually I'm the only person who's here who is still from here. I
Where
grew up.
were you from? What part?
I'm from Pacific Palisades, which just burned down.
Oh yeah, I went over there. It's so sad.
It is sad. We don't live there anymore, but that's where I grew up. And now I live,
And now you just like interview people for your company, or that's your company?
we have I am a writer for, it's called The Ankler, it is a newsletter and website that I started, but is now much bigger than me. I'm just
That's
a
what's
writer.
up. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I try to do, and I started this show, What's Wrong, to just sort of interview people to explain who could explain the world to me. And none has explained it more than you. I feel like I got a handle on this influencer world now.
Yes, you too. Thank you so much.
So if people want to dive into the Whoa Vicky world, you've got so many, where should they start?
Probably my Twitter
Your Twitter, and that will
or
take
my Instagram
Twitter or Instagram is
or my
the
Kick or my Substack.
so many choices, so many things
Yeah.
to do. But you're a fascinating a person, and I really I'm really appreciative that you shared your journey with us, and enliven this old man on what your corner of the internet is like. And I've learned a lot. And will you come with us? Will you come visit us again here?
Yeah, sure. I'll be in LA in August.
Oh, wonderful. And we'd love to have you on the show again. Maybe we could do a
Thank you.
in-person
Do you
one.
have kids?
I do have two kids. I have a 12 and
Nice,
14
nice,
year old. They
nice.
and they when I take them out to Hollywood events, they don't know any of the actors, but they know you. They know all the influencers.
Do they really?
Yeah, they do.
That's a blessing. Thank you.
That's absolutely. They'll be very happy when they get back from camp today to watch this video. So
Oh,
uh,
period.
yeah. Really great to meet you, Vicky, and we will talk more, I hope.
Yes, good to meet you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you. Take care.